Today in crypto, Bitcoin has taken a big hit, sending waves of fear through the market as the price plummets back to lows not seen since last week. Is there any cause for concern, or is Bitcoin still looking insanely bullish? You know, I'm on the bullish side of that equation, but we're going to examine it anyway and take a look at what the markets are doing. Also, decentralized exchanges are now crushing some of the OG centralized exchanges in terms of volume, and Joe Rogan tells his massive audience to get out there and to buy some Bitcoin, or to stack some sats, if you will. My name is Lark, and this is where you subscribe for all of the hottest and all of the latest happening out here in the wild, wild land of crypto. So let's start off by talking about the markets. Bitcoin is still above $11,000, which is just fantastic. After rising nearly 32% in the last 10 days, we have finally had a price correction for Bitcoin, with Bitcoin dropping 13% in just a matter of minutes, before, of course, seeing strong buying pressure coming in to push the price back up over $11,000. We have now plummeted back to the lows not seen since Friday. Honestly, you got to keep that perspective in mind. Bitcoin is still looking mega bullish. We have had a very strong monthly close for Bitcoin. Literally the second highest monthly close ever for Bitcoin. And this happened during a time when the market has been relatively quiet. There is no big retail FOMO happening right now, which is amazing to see the price action. And we've, of course, now broken past that descending trend line on the monthly, which just signals a reversal at a macro technical level for Bitcoin, and really the beginning of a new super cycle in terms of the bull run. Now, zooming out to the daily here, or I guess zooming in on the daily, we can see the massively important price resistance at $10,500 has now indeed been broken. And even more bullish, we have now seen $10,500 flipping from resistance into support. In fact, we've seen that tested twice now. I mean, just look at how beautifully the price bounced back up at $10,500 yesterday after that big dump. The next number that we need to smash is $14,000. Once we cross over 14K, that is going to beat the high from last summer. And then $20,000, only a short hop, skip, and jump away, and then we are there. Of course, I'd really love to see Bitcoin now doing just a bit of sideways consolidation before making that next big leg up. That'd be nice. If we could order that up, Bitcoin would be fantastic. Bitcoin is also holding strongly above both the 50 and the 200-day moving averages, which are both trending upwards currently, showing significant bullish bias in the market is continuing. Now, all of that being said, some people did get a little bit spooked by the 13% drop yesterday. You should expect many more of these volatile moments in Bitcoin and crypto, moreover, on the way to our new all-time highs. And also, that big pullback that we just saw for Bitcoin, that was nothing, man. That's nothing. It's nothing. If you're new to crypto and this kind of drop scares you, well, don't get shaken out. The old hands in Bitcoin, we're totally unfazed by this stuff. We've seen it all 100 times before. I mean, honestly, we didn't even come close to touching the 200-day moving average on this dip. That's nothing. That's nothing. Now, that would have been a real pullback had we actually came back down to test the 200-day moving average, but we didn't even come close. Now, for reference, check out this chart here. Now, the green arrow shows the Bitcoin halving in 2016. So in the previous bull run, we had about 7 very big pullbacks of 30% or more. Some of those were even more than 40%. Now, all of those came back down to test, or came very close to testing the 200-day moving average as support. So worrying about a 13% drop that's ages away from the 200-day moving average is the equivalent of worrying about the drop that happened in the red circle here on this chart. Think about that. Don't get shaken out. We are on the precipice of something very big for the markets. Remember, dips are for buying in an uptrending market. Those red candles, they are designed to test your determination to get rich. Those who pass the test will be allowed onto the moon. Those who do not, sorry about your luck, guys. Also, when that big Bitcoin move happened, it also shook out a lot of leveraged traders. So the move liquidated more than $1 billion worth of futures contracts, which is brutal beyond belief. The market was heavily swayed to the long buyers, but honestly, this can just so often happen when we see this high leverage because it creates bigger volatility, since when a long contract gets liquidated, it forces the buyer to market sell, causing more selling pressure, creating more liquidations, creating basically a cascading price fall. Now, this is amplified by the fact that we have 100 times more ways to play the market on leverage in 2020 compared to 2017. So it is what it is. Anyway, that's the game right now. Also, the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index hit 80 yesterday, which makes our price correction not super surprising. Hot times of high greed, we tend to expect these kind of corrections. Also, gold is continuing to push higher with $2,000 an ounce, tantalizingly close for gold. And of course, these same macro factors that are pushing gold higher, they're also lifting Bitcoin up along with it because of their similar characteristics. But altcoins, they have got to be the play of the year. You see, Bitcoin dominance, it is still in a downtrend. Even after all that price action we have, it actually had a failed breakout. We're back down below our trend line there. This Bitcoin rally, it's good for altcoins, since Bitcoin profits, they're flowing back towards altcoins. The money cycle starts repeating all over again. Remember, a vibrant altcoin market is good for Bitcoin. Anyone ignoring the buzz around decentralized finance and all the narrative around that right now and all the innovation happening there, they are missing out on a lot of gains that are being made in the altcoin market. And I think that this bull run is going to be so much bigger than 2017. We're in such a good position now compared to 2017 with our fiat on-ramps and off-ramps, good working products, more exchanges, more services, more availability. It's all lining up for a bull market of insane proportions. A big thank you to PRIMEXBT for sponsoring today's episode. PRIMEXBT is a great exchange for trading a wide range of different assets. You can trade cryptocurrencies, you can trade top forex like yen, euros, and pounds. You can trade commodities like gold and oil. You can even trade stock indexes like the S&P 500. All of these are tradable against Bitcoin with generous leverage on offer, and PRIMEXBT does not require any KYC, so you can trade with privacy. Now, trading is not for everyone, and PRIMEXBT is only for advanced traders who properly understand how to manage their risk. If that is you and you want exposure to some different markets with your crypto trading, then there is a link down below where you can get signed up. Okay, so the first big story of the day today that I want to look at is Decentralized Exchanges. They have just had another record month. I keep talking about all these records, but it's just amazing to see it happen. They hit $4.3 billion in total volume for the month of July. In fact, Decentralized Exchanges have been growing so fast that Uniswap has now surpassed some of the OG crypto exchanges like Gemini, Poloniex, and Bittrex in terms of daily volume. In fact, Uniswap did more volume than Gemini and Poloniex combined the other day. That's insanity. Half of the volume on Uniswap right now, it is mostly from Ampleforth, due to them, of course, hosting their wildly popular Ampleforth geyser over there, but there's still the other half volume coming from just a wide range of different tokens. And there has been, of course, a big new craze sweeping crypto land, which is also bringing in a lot of users. The initial DEX offerings, so new cryptocurrencies are being listed on Uniswap usually before they ever get anywhere near a centralized exchange, because on Uniswap, anyone can list a token. Now, this is, of course, providing very quick liquidity to early stage projects. Some investors have become silly rich by getting into some of these early offerings. But, of course, with all this money being made, Uniswap is quickly becoming a total Wild West kind of scenario. Look up any popular token and there will be a dozen scam tokens impersonating the real token. There are also forks popping up of kind of more popular tokens, which may not be scams, but they're certainly questionable, so you got to keep your eye out for those as well. And then there are just really insane meme coins popping off simply because they're being shilled like crazy on Twitter. They do nothing, they're nothing, they're just, it's insane. So you have to be careful with this as well. Anyway, so that is going on, but Uniswap, it does offer you, of course, the chance to invest in different cryptos and to get that early access or just to buy some different tokens. For example, I've been investing in BZRX via Uniswap. It's a great place to do it. But Uniswap has also become a casino for degenerate gamblers willing to take insane risks on the next 50x in 50 minutes kind of coin or lose it all in 5 seconds. So please be careful. Remember to protect your capital. We are not gamblers. We are investors. We're playing the long game here. And finally for today, Joe Rogan tells his massive audience to get out there and to buy some Bitcoin, calling Bitcoin a transformational digital currency. Okay, that's pretty cool, Joe. But look, Joe Rogan has been a fan of Bitcoin for a while now, having mentioned it a few times before on his show and having hosted, of course, Andreas Antonopoulos in the past to come on and talk about Bitcoin. But sadly, this current Bitcoin shout out only comes thanks to a sponsorship with Cash App. Now, as part of the promotion to encourage more users to try Cash App, obviously Bitcoin is a big part of the sales point on that, but still, this is big because Joe Rogan, obviously, he is a massive podcaster. He has around 200 million monthly downloads for his podcast, so you can't ignore how impactful that is. In fact, the Joe Rogan podcast, I mean, it's one of the biggest in the world. So this is just, it's big news to have him talking about Bitcoin on the regular. I think it's excellent exposure for the Bitcoin brand, especially considering that the ideal customer avatar for Bitcoin, probably people who listen to Joe Rogan, is going to bring in millions of more market participants. And of course, more buyers are the fuel that any bull run needs. Hopefully this will be an ongoing sponsorship with Bitcoin getting a regular mention on the Joe Rogan show. I think that'll be a positive for the market leading into the next bull run. Basically, everyone, of course, is talking about Bitcoin these days. It's not just Joe Rogan, it's basically everybody, but this is awesome to see as well. It is only a matter of time before the markets totally freaking explode, because this little move up to almost $12,000, that's nothing, man. That is nothing. We are just getting started, so hold on to your butts. Anyway, your question for today: have you ever used a decentralized exchange? And if you have used a decentralized exchange, what one did you use and what was your experience like? I'd be keen to hear that down below in the comment section. If you haven't used a decentralized exchange, what's stopping you? What are your fears and pain points, I guess, around looking to use a decentralized exchange? Why have you not done it yet? Be also curious to know about that. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Hope you're having an awesome day wherever you are and whatever you are doing. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.